Hi, I'm Marcy Jacklin, Hi, I'm Marcy Jacklin, and this video is to provide you with some initial steps on how to use the database Academic Search Premier. You can find the database by going onto the library homepage and looking under the Research menu for Databases. And because I know the database is called Academic Search Premier, I can click on the A. When I get to this page, I can see some of the background information about the database, the number of journals that are covered, and the topics. But to search on the database, I need to click on the red Academic Search Premier. This takes me into the database, and the way you use databases is by putting in keywords into the search boxes here. For my example, I will be using mitochondrial DNA. Databases usually work better if you just use short phrases instead of long sentences. I'm going to click on the search key. And you can see I got over 19,000 results, so way too many for me to just kind of glance through. You can change the order that the articles appear in. Right now the relevance, which means keywords I put in to my search screen, will show up in the titles of the articles at the top, and further down the list the words will be in the abstract or subjects. I can change this to date if you need more recent articles first, or if your prof only wants to look at the last few years. What I want to do is show you what the magazines look like. So we're going to go down this menu on the left hand side and click on magazines and update this information. And you can see out of the 19,000 articles, they found 300 that are considered to be magazines. And as we glance through them, we can see the titles are short. They tend to be in items that appear to be more like a magazine, something that comes out weekly, for instance. And they seem to be titles that would be short to read, so 3/4 of a page, 1/4 of a page, just kind of brief information type. And now what I want to do is go back and click on all results, and update again. And now select academic journals and update so we can see the difference. Okay, right away we can see we've got long, complicated titles that are probably describing a very specific type of research. You can see that there are many authors. In the magazines, sometimes the author wasn't known. They're long. This one's 9 pages, 5 pages, and they can be up to 30 or 40 pages in some cases. So some very noticeable differences right away. And when I get the article, so I'm going to use a special link called Get It, which connects to our library catalog to see if we actually have this item in the journal called Food Chemistry. And we were able to locate a full text version of the article in the journal Food Chemistry. If we didn't, you can always drop down more options and see if we have a paper copy in the library. And there will be other features listed on here. If we didn't have it, there would also be a link here for Eraser, so you could borrow it as an interlibrary loan. And if you're using the Bibliographic Manager RefWorks, you can also download a record of this article into your Bibliographic Manager. However, let's click on the full text and see what a journal article looks like. Because we go to so many different vendors to get our full text information, what you see next will vary. In this case, I just need to click on a PDF link to get the full article. In some other cases, you may need to search for the year, volume, and issue of the article, and then find the article in the list in the table of contents and click on the PDF at that point. However, I'm going to click here. And you can see this is what a journal article or a scholarly article typically looks like. We've already discussed the length and complexity of the title and the multiple authors. You usually get an abstract because the paper is so long and complex. And in more recent articles, you'll get this information: received on a certain date, received in revised form, sometimes accepted. All of this means that the article has actually gone through a peer-reviewed process. And that means other people who are practicing scientists in the same field have reviewed this article for the quality of the research and the clarity of the presentation of the article. And if they have some concerns, they may actually send it back to the author, who then has an opportunity to correct those concerns. And you can see they did this in the revised form and then sent it back, at which point it was accepted. If an article is not accepted by this journal and the peer-reviewed panel, then they won't publish it. And just a few more key features of a journal article. You can see they introduce a topic. There's usually materials and methods, so how they conducted their research. Lots of charts. And then they discuss the results. And always a list of references.